Hello, Saggies, to another timeless reading of yours. Let's see. All right. Please know that whatever brings you here, there's something within this reading that may be for you. Time is non-linear, so we can pick up on past, present, and future energetical timelines. And just know, Sagittarius, that this reading may offer you universal justice. If you're here as Sagittarius being your sun, rising, and or Venus, as well as Jupiter. If you're Sagittarius in any other placement, I ask that you check out my sister channel, and the link can be found in the description box below if you're interested. For both of my channels, ladies and gentlemen, all those in between and beyond, energies are slowly picking up, so that means I can provide more content. All right, slowly and surely though. I've been on this hiatus for a while. All right, so for those of you who are returning listeners, I welcome you. I honor you for always just allowing me to go at the pace that I want to. For the one of you or the two of you that listen out to my readings, and for those who are coming, for those who are here now because you are new to my channel, you're entering a amazing, fast, cyclical cycle. And it has Master 7th all up in the energies. So with that being said, please know Master 7th is the person that I am, Master Healer to you, who also is the master and reads these energies of light and of darkness. Yeah, if you'd like any of my services right now, the best way is to kind of stay on top of whatever is the newest content out there. In the description box below will be the means at that moment how to contact me. Right now it's via the email address, so should you want a tarot reading of any kind or a remote healing sessions for I am a master healer once more, I can provide that. All right, Sagittarius, let's see where I'm gonna go here with you. This is very impromptu for me, not impromptu in like you're not getting ready, but I wasn't thinking that I was sitting down and doing readings right now. That's how I can feel the energies picking up, and I feel that in your sign. So I feel like we're going to be rounding out a lot of cycles in the next coming months that will help you break free from what has happened in the last few months. So it's a beautiful energy, but it's also like, it's mucky. It's mucky. Like you've been there before and you don't want to be there again. But at the same time, when you see these patterns show up again, you're going to realize how far you've come. So seeing it kind of reintroduce itself to you, and you saying goodbye to it for the final last time, is that rejuvenation of self-awareness, and seeing you recognize that about yourself is exactly why the universe, I think, is pushing this energy for you to feel it more. All right, let's see what's in the death position. So the death position is the King of Wands, which is the fire element. It is indicative to being symbolic for your sign, Sagittarius. All right, Saggy, Aries, Leo, getting ringing in my ear. So that also kind of means the ether doesn't care to have these titles. All right, astrology is now it's just a conversation of like, it's basic. All right, it's basic knowledge. This is not to undermine the knowledge that anyone has of that they have of their liking. All right, this is not to say that what you don't know isn't an asset for the ether or for yourself or others. It's more so that it's irrelevant. Alchemy is at play right now. All right, alchemy wants to play, and alchemy doesn't care what gender you are. Alchemy doesn't care what identity you take on for yourself. Like, that's what alchemy is kind of like. This wants to be an air sign. This wants to be free and being the fire energy that it is, and be the ember glowing and figure out where the oxygen is coming to spark up again. Okay, so this is where it's a birthing, a death situation, but also a birthing situation for that ego element, letting go, being in that weird paradigm of a shift change, and allowing those ego deaths to happen, allowing situations to fall, letting the fire burn out and see what's left, while you're also igniting your embers that want to be ignited. All right, let's see what's happening. What's happening with Sagittarius? There could be, like, I'm getting a lot of like spinal tics, spinal path spasms, so this could be indicative to needing to work on your breath a lot more, maybe wanting to work with someone to do breath work, box breathing, but also kind of triggering more so your kundalini if it hasn't already erupted in this time frame or in your life and whatever. If it has ruptured, it's not breath that you seek. It's more of the peace to be felt after you've taken a deep breath and you hold it. Okay? It's a bit different. And then please take that message for only whoever resonates with that message. And then the other energy is about needing to activate the DMT within your own body via breath work, and then communicating with the dormant energy of the kundalini to get it to spark up. Again, for however that resonates. We have what's happening, Four of Cups energy. So yeah, it's about self-reflection, but in a different way that it's been for you before. So if you're becoming triggered of the Four of Cups, because maybe you've been watching tarot and the Four of Cups has been coming along, and you've been triggered with the symbolism that readers have been talking about with this energy, that it's like a meditative, little bit of a timeout, contemplative energy, anticipatory of what is to come, but part of that energy is also accumulating itself while you're already focusing on other things. So in a way, it's almost like stating a message. Keep focus on the things that keep you aligned, keep you in the best state of Zen for self through this chaotic shift, through this cycle, through this letting go and accepting, and also accepting and letting go process, and allowing yourself to recognize what has been built as what is left after the fire and the tower moments and the destructions of life come. What is left, and see that as accolades. I'm hearing as these are like trophies, these cups that are standing, to think those are the things to remain prideful of. And while you process your emotions, realizing that you can be prideful of what remains, more is to come. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happened. Ten of Swords. Like I said, like this is in a way in a past position, because I asked the question, what happened? So to understand the first card of the King of Wands with the death situation, this is exactly what this is triggering. The Ten of Swords is triggering the current energy right now because it's in the past and it's showing up in the present, asking you to recognize it so that way future timelines can learn not to reincorporate that thinking for the future timelines. Okay, so you're feeling it physically, you're feeling it most of y'all would understand ascension symptoms, becoming privy about that it's the darkness of the universe that can help you. Okay, so that means you're not accepting the darkness of the universe, but you're accepting the darkness of yourself by learning to just allow the triggering of the antennas to ping the feelings that are uncomfortable within you. Allow yourself to give yourself enough mercy that to feel uncomfortable a little bit. Okay, I understand that there are other serious elements in the way of like needing to take vitamins, supplements, medications that are all singular to your life. I understand that. However, if you were ever to work with a master healer, let it be a master Reiki healer or someone myself who is a master Reiki healer and a master of my craft, 𝗖𝘀𝗵𝗔𝗽𝗍, which is a form of a higher elevation of Reiki, you will learn that even supplementing yourself with something that is supposed to make you feel good can be daunting to the biometric rhythm of the natural vibrations of a human body. Working with a healer, of a master, not just a schmo healer, but a master will teach you that taking too many supplements, too many medications can oversatiate the body, and the body doesn't know how to let go of it because it has too much of it. So once we understand that and we work with experts or professionals that admit that and work with you personally to make your lifestyle intricate to how you and how unique you are, that's where the ether is getting much, 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 much louder. There are experts out there that have their niches of expertise, but these individuals who have their expertise of knowledge, most of them are still learning through experience, okay? Their knowledge of accolades has gotten them through wherever they need to get to because they've done really well in school, they had great networkings, and then they got into the position that they got into, all right? But what makes them who they are the people that come to them and require their service. And those are the people who really uphold the professionalism or the expertise or the mastership of whatever that person says that they have to give to other people. So it's a very intimate world. It is not always available for everyone because, I mean, the world is shattered with political influxes, how getting medical attention is an outcry for help and not something that's easily balanced or easily accessible. Money influx and financial quarrels are a problem everywhere. Political stigmas is a problem everywhere, and the universe understands that because the universe is the one language that all of this is coming from. So if we want to understand how to give ourselves ease to all the influxes that are out there, it would mean to bypass all the variables of experts and go back to where we all come from, which is the universal aspect of home. So in this reading, in general, it's about being able to close your eyes and be comfortable with the existence of you. Whether that means your mind gets pinged with worrying about outside externals, energies, what you did or didn't do, who you have to talk to, who you don't have to talk to, what things you need to do tomorrow, the things you did or didn't do today, like allowing that whole entire world, all the feelings, all the guilt to introduce themselves when you shut your eye and become aware that that individual also deserves attention, because that individual is a character aspect of who you are that has gotten the most neglect in your life. And in most situations, for 90% of these people here in this reading or in the future readings, The 90% is coming from giving too much of your energy and not realizing that it has been taken from you. So you don't really know how to replenish yourself. Let's see where to look. We have the Hermit energy. Oh man, look at that. Fantastic. The best way to close your eyes is to return back home to ether. Sagittarius, all of galaxy is Virgo energy. Go back home, follow your intuition to get you there. Get reignited with who you are, the alchemy of yourself. You know, some of you want to spark interest of conversations with Virgos, all right? And they have a lot to give to you, especially spiritually at this time, that the Virgo doesn't even understand that this person is giving to you at this time, okay? So that might be something that could be for a small number of you, that there is a Virgo in your life, however they're attached to your life, who are giving you energy that you didn't realize you needed. And maybe you also don't really know until now that it's coming from Virgo energy. But you're really appreciative of that. It's also asking you to honor the Four of Cups energy, because the best way that you can learn about life is to learn your placement in it and where to go. So this is a very valuable lesson on where to look, is to look within yourself, look within in self-isolation, look within the darkness of your mind and see what it wants to say, where it wants to steer you. And then head over to my sister channel, where she will allow you to make sense of the emotional redemption that you're in search of. All right. The content over there is timeless, you guys. However, more is coming. I know it's small, but these energies are loud and they want to introduce themselves when they are ready. Okay, so so you're really taking a more hands-on approach to your self-consciousness, because with the King of Wands here, he's also holding the wand. He's very he's holding on, not for dear life, with like too much angst and too much anticipation, like he's getting a cramp in his hand, but he's secure in what he's holding on to. This individual is also wise in what he's holding on to. He's using he's using the wand as a crux, as something to lean on while he's traversing and making sense of the world and offering his gifts and wisdom, okay, and bringing the bearer of light. So doing that, having all these perspectives about yourself, gives you power to understand all aspects of what you can control, which is all part of you. And the only way that the galaxy can give you things and honor you with things is making you realize that you're in control of everything. Even if you think you know that you are a gifted individual, the beings cannot talk to you until you give them some version of permission through your subconscious and being able to talk to you about things, or show you things, or tell you things. So let's see why you are here, Sagittarius. Why are you here in this reading? King of Cups. Yeah, because people have been robbing from you and you don't know. You don't know this, okay? The King of Cups is an energy that really is content with making people feel validated, okay? And you don't feel validated. At the same time, you didn't know you didn't feel validated. And this is coming with like almost a euphoria of like, oh yeah, I forgot people can take energy, without my realizing they're taking it from me. And then I'm over here worried about them, when it's actually just a projection of what they're not doing with the energies that they took from me. And you feel that, Sagittarius. Run that back if you need to hear that again, all right? You feel that energy of someone taking a piece of you and using it for themselves, and your being, all of that which makes you who you are, is aware of that and wants to teach you how to become more in a controlled narrative for self-sanity, self-love, self-ingenuity, that the energy that you give, subtle or non-subtly, gets used. And when you feel off, it's because something of the universe is asking you to replenish. Whether it's replenishing knowing that the energy was taken from you and being aware that that person is responsible for taking energy and owning it, but not giving you the respect and compliment that you deserve, knowing that you helped to achieve whatever it is they wanted while using your energy. Or it's also feeling then the uncomfortable energy of the beings that you operate with will not want to have you continuously be around individuals where you will be going in a self-detrimental phase of self-depression, suicidal ideation, drinking, partying a lot, like drowning yourself in these emotions and feeling like you put yourself there. You actually did not put yourself there. You can enjoy these things, these situations, without being depressed. So if you go into these situations depressed, especially now, I wonder if you can figure out whether or not why you entered in this situation, or why a situation that normally would be good for Sagittarius was actually a detriment, or you didn't want to show up and participate. It's because something else is asking you to pay attention to it, whether it is your problem or to remove yourself from a problem or have the problem be removed from you. Let's see how to harmonize. Yeah, 10 of Wands energy, knowing that you can make it and break it, okay? 10 tens at the table here, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. 10 of Swords is saying, here we are with this energy. The damage has been done. The 10 of Wands is, I'm getting back up again, and I'm owning all the flaws you think broke me, okay? Well, all that they did was show me character developments of other individuals, and I'll honor that, I'll wrap that up and move on. And that's fantastic. I think that's a power move that you need to maybe invest more time in for personal sake, and that Hermit energy to really understand what that means in shaping reality outside of you, because there are a lot of people around you, Sagittarius, who I don't know if you really realize are just around you for your light. That's it. Like, you ask them personal questions about what they know about you, they don't know about you. And you may have to ask yourself if this is important for you. Can you carry on being in the presence of individuals as such who, if you ask them a personal question about yourself to them directly, can they answer those questions for you? Do they actually know you? Or do they only know you in the capacity of what they take for self-consumption? Let's see what the birthing element is here. What is the birthing element? I really want to see like a sun card from this, but I know that's not going to come. The ego is too rooted in past pain here. That's all this orange coming through here, this mucky brown orange. Some females' menstrual cycle has been off. The alchemism has been off. If you're in the United States and you're the East Coast, the earthquake rattled you up in ways that may not make sense yet until you realize in 3 weeks' time that it's been 6 months since the earthquake and now it's starting to affect you. Okay, that's how the universe operates. That's how the universe is sacred in her honor of knowing exactly when to do whatever she wants to do. And we're just here, little ants, either working with her, the queen bee, or not. Okay, so how to harmonize is the Wheel of Fortune. Makes sense. In the beginning I said you're rupturing through, ending, or coming out of a cycle. It is up to Sagittarius to understand the alchemy through in this cycle and get themselves outside of the wheel so that they don't carry the weight anymore and kind of like move on, move out. But watching all the corners of where you are mentally, physiologically, what people are telling you, what stories are telling you, what's believable, what's not, and all take that in and feed the inner compass of what you already know, and that will shoot truth into the euphoria aspect of what can be done, and you will make those choices wisely that will teach you what pathways to maybe turn down to or on that will bring different ways to exit this maze. Okay, let's carry on by just going into standard reading. Nothing wants to mix in for you, all right? It's like the left part of the divine part of Sagittarius is divinely guided. You more or less understand guides. You more or less understand like what you believe in, the narrative, what you're open-minded to understand what caters you through this lifetime, whether it's God, what kind of gods there are, what light aspect, what archangels, what saints, what, you know, all those titles. Like for that, it's clear. And then the right side of this, the human side, is about asking your ego to learn what we've already been discovering in this reading. How to let go of what the ego already understands and no longer fucking wants. Like you understand this, but there's an emotional part that battles with the divine part that can't mesh together well. And that's because the universe has a very fucking difficult time to let people know that the emotions do not play a role in destiny. They do not play a role in destiny. It does not. The emotions, either don't give a shit about, all right? To emote, to be expressive, to be angry, to be sad is a beautiful consequence to being human. But that is not at the cost of the expense of how the universe functions. So that reality, those two realities, those two things are having a hard time making sense with a lot of Sagittarius at this time, or whoever is reading this energy. No. So we have King of Discs. So overall, like your alchemy is you're a Sagittarius, okay? Like you understand earth energy, okay? You understand earth energy because of your explosive inner curiosities of life. That's where you are a fire sign wanting to bring justice to what you understand. Some of you may want to become masters yourselves or prestigious in the role of being the highest possible ranking in whatever it is that you want to pursue. This card will show me, as it's showing us right now, that you can get to that highest point that you want to get to, as long as you're open and honest with the inner inertia of what it means for you, Sagittarius, to understand the word alchemy. The turtle here plays a huge role because the turtle wins the race. It's really slow, and they've seen the most of this cyclical cycle. If you come across a turtle, they've outlived a lot. and to come across the enrichment of one's presence is a beauty for the human, because the human will probably die before the turtle does. So it's a beautiful reminder that we're here for a limited time, but that limited time is eternal. And that is what is the most pressing subject, to mix both left and right, human and divine, together finally, and start appreciating what immortality is. Immortality is and can be reached by understanding the divinity that can be felt through mortal living. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. Being a bit stuck in the earth magic of things, it's part of the, you have too many people attached to your energy, Sagittarius, at this time, that you have valuable lessons of your own spiritual self to learn, to bring the magical pendulum of self into a state of eternal sustainability. And once you do that, you'll become like a Tesla energy, and you can understand the vibrations of having immortality towards it, because you just understand. You will just understand what that fucking means. That's not something, you just will understand. Okay? It doesn't mean that we don't accept the cyclical cycle of when you pluck a plant, the plant will shrivel because it's no longer in the soil or has access to what it needs to thrive. The same way with you. But to gain further and further richness of the soil, maybe because you can't go back into the mother womb and crawl back into her belly, you can crawl back into the earth energy and get enriched by her. And that's how you can get your fertilization, your soil, your water. We have Queen of Discs. Yeah, you're that alchemy. You're that alchemy to understand earth energy. You're bringing it out into the forefront, okay? I'm hearing that someone may benefit from understanding their role of Chiron. So may look into that. You may also be interested where your loudest Taurus placement is in this astrological chart, if that interests you. I'm also hearing to cleanse yourself before your next sexual intimate encounter. Karmic or divine, I don't care. Cleanse yourself. For those of you if wondering if money is going to balance itself out, it will. It will take time. This is a lot of earth energy. But I think you're also, I mean, we have the king and queen here. I didn't really realize that until now here. So you're totally okay with the pace that it's going. You've accepted that. You can accept it. You can understand that you're rising into your success. You're rising into your royalty. And that you have a lot to offer and a lot to give. And that it's sacred. What you're giving, you can accept that. And when you accept that, you're embodying earth energy, and that's just fantastic. All right, and we have Four of Pentacles. I mean, lots and lots of earth energy. Just to make things clear here, how Virgo is earth energy. Virgo is earth, Virgo is galaxy, Virgo is light, Virgo is intuition, Virgo is God, Virgo is Virgo, all right? Let it be fucking known. I don't care if the ego is challenged or if you wonder about like, now I know all my fucking Virgos, they're like the best. No, that's not what that's all about. That's not what it's all about. Alright. Let's get start getting out of this reading, Sagittarius. Again, if you like any of my services, feel free to check out the description box below. Shoot me an email, see what you're interested in. Let's find it if you are. And yeah, don't forget to like or subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I would greatly appreciate it. As like I said, these energies are picking up and I'm here for it. I am so here for it. Like, I don't really care how slow my content is coming. These energies out in ether are fucking loud, all right? Like, I don't care if people get mad that I post, like, once every, like, 3 years for that case. Like, it's loud. All right, we have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And we have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Very interesting. All right, I'm hearing 2 more cards for you, so there's one. All right, we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. We have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. There's so many things I can just keep going and keep talking about, you know. But yet, what's really important here are these colors as well. The purple will help really guide you into accepting earth energy, Sagittarius. What keeps you grounded and keeping going and keeping forward and ending cycles, breaking through them, accepting them as cycles, accepting them as karmic cycles, and wanting to be in search of divinity, whatever it might mean to you in a quote-unquote possible karmic cycle. Whatever any of those words may or may not mean to you. If you don't give a shit about any of those titles, that's okay too. And you're just rocking here with vibration and seeing where you can go left or where you go right, where you can lean towards, where you can lean away from. However you're dancing with that, it's all having to do with the color orange, staying sacred with what you believe in, what you feel desirable towards and want to surrender into. And doing that with the safety netting of your intuition is exactly where that balance is coming through with how honest are you with yourself, with the blue, communicating these needs of yours. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. All right, Sagittarius, that is all that I have for you at this time. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.